Everybody talks about saving up $1 million to retire. But really, let's just look at this and talk about, well, how do you get there? That's the first thing we want to focus on. And then we want to talk about what to do if you are there. And then we'll say, where do you save the money? Where are you actually putting money here to get to that millionaire retirement? And then let's talk through wealth destruction, because if you do it the wrong way and you don't account for this, you could truly destroy your wealth, and $1 million is not going to be what it seems. All right, so let's just take a look at how to get there. So if you're starting early, you're starting to save early, you may have heard this from your parents or somebody else. You've got to start saving early. Even if you don't have a lot of money, still just put something aside. Try to get started. If you have an employer plan, you've got to take advantage of the employer match, because that's free money that they're giving you. If you make $100,000 a year and they're giving you a 4% match, well, guess what? If you're putting 4% in, they're going to give you $4,000 towards your plan. So totally worth taking advantage of that, because that's going to be super helpful long-term on making sure that you're growing your wealth. And then don't be scared of smart investing. Now, you're probably saying, well, what do you mean by smart investing? Well, what I'm talking about is not just putting all of your money on, let's just say, Tesla and hoping for the best here, but really building out a diversified portfolio, and especially in the years where you have time to recover from the ups and downs in the market, getting into the market and taking advantage of it. Don't be on the sidelines. Let me just show you what I'm talking about here, because if you were investing for 30 years and you put $20,000 away for 30 years consistently, and you got a 5% return, well, guess what? You'd have $1.395 million. So you'd have, almost $1.4 million. That's awesome. But what if you just got a 1% higher return? So you're not chasing crazy returns. You're not trying to just, hit home runs with everything, but you're being smart about it. Maybe you're investing in an S&P 500 fund or the index in the younger years. You're trying to figure this out. Well, look there, $1.676 million. So almost $300,000 more that you would have with just a 1% better return. Now, people are probably watching and saying, well, how do you get a 5% or how do you get a 6%? Well, the S&P 500 has averaged over a 9% return historically. So just right there, I'm actually being conservative with these numbers, and it does depend on your risk tolerance, your comfort levels in the market. But when you're in the younger years, you have to do that smart investing to make sure that you're going to build your wealth. Now, what happens if you're already there? Well, you've got to know your expenses. Man, we talk about this all the time. If you call up Jazz Wealth and you're like, hey, I want to retire. Okay, well, here's how much I have saved. Well, how much do you need to live on? I don't know. That's our biggest thing and our biggest pet peeve. Know your expenses, because once you're already at the millionaire retirement mark, it's not a matter of how much money you have. It's how much money you need, so that we can start to build this out to figure out if that's actually going to be enough for you. Then we've got to talk through creating a withdrawal strategy. A lot of you have multiple different accounts. You don't just have the 401k at work. Maybe you've got a Roth IRA. Maybe you've got some other accounts out there, some inherited accounts. Where are you pulling your money from? That's something that is going to be a big benefit for that millionaire retirement. And then you've got to talk through tax advantage, taking advantage of the tax brackets, tax advantage of tax brackets. I think it's supposed to say taking advantage. How about that? So let's just fix it on the fly right here. So there we go. All right, taking advantage of tax brackets. When it comes to the tax brackets, you've got to know where your tax brackets are, because you have the ability here to do Roth conversions potentially, or maybe even just doing things like the Affordable Care right now. If you keep your money in a certain bracket, you may be able to have a lot more affordable care than if you were to jump up in higher brackets. So there's different things you've got to figure on here, especially when it comes to Medicare. You make too much money in the retirement years, your Medicare will actually be more expensive. So those are always things to think about when you're looking at that millionaire retirement. And where to save. All right, so where are we actually putting our money at when it comes to this? Well, you've got your employer plan. We just talked about making sure you're taking advantage of the match there. But with this, now just a new thing that's coming into play is you're going to start seeing all employer plans having Roth options, and they'll actually have the Roth option for the employer to invest as well. This is something brand new that's starting to come into all the plans now. And so what we're seeing with this is trying to figure out, where's the best place to put your money? Well, let me just break it down for you with this, because there's always the debate of, well, do I do pre-tax when I'm at a higher bracket, or do I go ahead and still do Roth? If you're going to save $20,000 and you put it in the Roth 401k, great, that's perfect. It's going to grow tax-free the rest of your life. But if you're going to save $20,000 and it's going to save you, let's just say, $4,000 in taxes. If you want to invest that $4,000 somewhere else, Potentially the pre-tax is an option, but if you're not investing that money, you're just blowing that money anyways, do the Roth, because the Roth is always going to win long term. And so that's just something simple to kind of talk through there. But then take advantage of a Roth IRA. The Roth IRA, again, tax-free dollars there. You're going to be able to grow your wealth. If you're in a higher income bracket, you may have to consider a backdoor Roth strategy. We've made some videos on that before, so check those out if you need to. And then a brokerage account. And so the brokerage account, a lot of people are calling this a bridge account. This is an account that you're able to access at any time. It's not considered a retirement account. So the money is actually accessible without any kind of penalties. Now you do have taxes on this, long-term, short-term capital gains, taxes on the dividends, taxes on the interest. But with the brokerage account, after you've already maximized the employer plan and the Roth IRAs and things, you've got this brokerage that is something that you can save for different types of goals. Or if you're looking to retire at, let's say, 50 years old, well, guess what? Now you can't touch any of your retirement accounts really until 59 and a half. A couple strategies there that we could talk through, but just generally speaking, so you'll want to have a brokerage account to be able to bridge to get you there. And then the final one is wealth destruction. So what am I talking about and what will destroy your wealth? Well, it's the good old thing that has been talked about consistently here recently, and that's inflation. This is actually the purchase price of $1 million, 1990, and up to 2020. So 30 years. So if let's just say that you retired in 1990 and you had $1 million. Well, what would that actually be? In 2020, you would need $1,980,107 to equal that same amount. Because what ends up happening is inflation continues to rise every single year. Well, then guess what? Things get more expensive. So if you have $1 million, your purchasing power is not going to be as much. So you have to factor that into your plan when you're thinking through this and building out that millionaire retirement. If you've got some other nuggets that maybe you're thinking of that I didn't mention in this video, throw them below. Or if you have, maybe something you want me to cover in another video, throw that below as well.